News abroad, sa pasimula ng pandemyang COVID-19, isa sa mga unang naapektuhan nito ay ang kababayan natin na nakabase naman sa United Kingdom. Isa siyang premyadong abogado o solicitor sa UK at ibinahagi ang kanyang naging karanasan sa naturang sakit. Ang latest sa vaccine rollout, pati na ang reaksyon ng mga taga-UK sa naging panayam ni Oprah Winfrey kina Prince Harry at Meghan Markle. Tunghayan natin ang panayam ni Don Orozco kay Attorney Crystal Daya sa kanyang programang Radyo Agila sa Amerika.
Pinalad po tayo sa Radyo Agila sa Amerika dahil sa pagkakataong ito, lalabas tayo ng Amerika at makakapiling natin na ang isa sa mga abogado, premyadong abogado, dyan po sa UK, United Kingdom, sa pangalan po ni Attorney Crystal Dias. At gusto nating malaman ang rollout nung vaccine dyan po sa UK. Attorney Dias, kamusta po? Alam mo namin na you were one of those who at the start of the pandemic, you were one of those who are actually tested positive at nag-undergo ng COVID. Can you share that to us po?
Yes, that was on the 9th of March. I remember that very well because we celebrated International Women's Day on the 9th of March 2020 last year. And I felt very ill. I went home, I felt the chills and everything. And after a few days, I got worse. And I called the ambulance, the paramedics, and they said, you have COVID-19, but we're not going to take you to the hospital. You're going to stay here at home and self-isolate. At that time, Dawn, they didn't actually have testing because it was new. But I'm so lucky that I didn't have to go to the hospital. I know a lot of people who spent many days in the hospital recovering, and actually many Filipinos died. So I am fortunate, I'm grateful that I'm here telling this story, because what I want to tell others, please be safe, be careful, follow the government guidelines to make sure that you don't infect everyone else if you actually have COVID. So yeah, that's my experience of COVID. It's not very nice to have. It's one of those illnesses very, very bad to have.
Attorney, kamusta po? How is the rollout being undertaken by the government? Because again, there's a UK variant that actually went out. So far, kamusta naman ang sitwasyon sa distribution ng vaccine?
Dito po sa UK, I'm glad to say they're doing very well. UK is leading in terms of rolling out the vaccine. They have actually got this AstraZeneca as one of the vaccines being rolled out on top of the Pfizer. So they are now they're going through the age groups. At first it was over 80s, then 70s. Now they've started rolling it out between the age of 56 and above. But by June, they said that everyone of under 50 will have the vaccine. My husband, in fact, who's under 50, because he has an underlying medical condition, he had his vaccine last week. So he has to wait after 12 weeks' time for the second dose of his vaccine.
Ayun, okay. So, alam mo, before I let you go, Attorney Crystal, one of the hottest news ngayon dito sa Amerika, yung tungkol naman kay Prince Harry at saka itong kay Meghan. Would you share something? What are your thoughts on the issues surrounding the royalty?
When I watched the interview with Oprah Winfrey that was shown yesterday, last night, there were about 11 million viewers who actually tuned in to watch it, and I was one of them. For me, the royal family, it's great to have them because they represent UK, and the Queen, she's a legend. a lot of Filipinos respect the royal family. But the interview last night with Harry and Meghan raised very serious issues about mental health and even racial discrimination. We cannot ignore mental health issues. It does not discriminate. It's very real. Everybody experience it, whether you come from a well-to-do family or from ordinary family. You know, to cry for help, it's very to say it out loud that you have a problem, that you're going through that. We have to listen and we should give help. So at the moment, I think between them, they should really deal with it privately. But it's very sad to see what's happening within the royal circles at the moment.
Ako, maraming salamat sa opinion mo at sa update tungkol sa rollout ng vaccine dyan po sa UK. Maraming salamat, Attorney Crystal Dias. At yan po ang latest na nangyayari dyan naman sa UK. Kaya mula po dito sa Silicon Valley, California, ako po si Don Orozco and we live in interesting times.